Howdy peeps, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Excuse the traffic noise, but you know, busy roads, can't be doing much about that, and the shaky camera. And today we're at Attleborough Cemetery, an overshoot cemetery as it were. First put together in the 1800s. Actual history is proving hard to find about this place, so we'll go with what we can just about find out. Anyway, so we're standing on the entryway, which as you can see is an avenue or a boulevard, not of broken dreams, of trees. And this time of the year, without the leaves on the trees, it's quite pleasant, but once you get the leaves on the trees it gets quite foreboding. And here we are at the gates. So directly ahead of us is the Chapel of Rest, which has been here since the churchyard was founded, I believe. Now, obviously the local churchyard, graveyard, cemetery, whichever term you wish to use, I'm not entirely sure which is correct, got filled up, as that is in the town centre, space at a premium, and they had to start another one, so that happens to be here. And there is a new section as well, which for some reason I've decided to go wandering the long way around. But you know, and I'll again, as I did with Gislingham, I'll try not to get too many names or actual stones in shot, because although this is an older cemetery, there are still some, well, historically fairly recent graves, and some people don't appreciate it. This one unfortunately has seen better days. It's collapsing in on itself. Can we see a date on there? 1947, so not that old, but as you can see, some of them do still have flowers, because they're not, there are still living relatives, and I'm not entirely sure on what the rules and laws are, so if we just try and avoid direct names, etc., we shouldn't get in too much trouble. Now, I will add, I've not asked permission, as it were, to film here. I do believe it is okay, as it is open to the public, obviously showing the correct respect for where we are. So there's one here, 1995, so we'll leave that. Very attentive groundskeepers here, or groundskeeper, I believe it's single. There's all the box yews and laurels are nicely trimmed, the grass is kept cut short. Don't believe there's a huge amount of wildlife other than birds, and you know, we're in rural Norfolk, so rats. It's a fact of life, you live here, you're never more than 6 feet from a rat. Although, obviously as this was built quite some time ago, a couple of 100 years, I'm going to turn and go this way because there are people up that direction. People think I'm weird enough as it is, let alone walking around a graveyard with a camera talking to myself. Because over there, he says, not being able to see the screen because of the sun glare on it, you may be able to make out, that's the high school. Kind of a one of those where, as I say, this has been here a couple of 100 years, and the town has pretty much grown up around the graveyard in the years or decades, centuries since. Now, as for hauntings, nothing obvious that has stood out that anyone has made note of anyway, not online or anything like that. Oh, we have cars. Yes. However, wandering around here several times in the past, there are presences, mostly benign. There is one just over the back there that I'm not going to say is the D word or anything negative or bad or nasty, but it wants to be left in peace, and who am I to argue with that? It doesn't want to be disturbed. It's aware that I'm aware it's there, so you know, I've said I don't mean cause any problem, any harm. Aim the camera down and away from the diesel powered off-road car, and we'll get out of the way. I think that might actually be the groundskeeper. And here we are at the Chapel of Rest. Doors have seen better days. As you can see, it's local flint and mortar construction. Sorry, mortar. Stained glass windows originally, but obviously they've had to be, you know, barred over. Kids being kids and throwing bricks and rocks through the windows. There are some notices up, but been up so long they're completely faded, so you can't even see what they say. It's a fairly impressive little building. And quick shot over here of the houses that back right onto the cemetery. Got to say, I wouldn't mind living in one of them. Oh, we'll get out of the way. Here comes the car again. They're going out. It's okay. Something you don't see very often around these parts. The old pyramid memorial monument. You know, we just, yep, that is the groundskeepers. They are trimming the yew at the moment. So we come around this side. So it's one of those nice, peaceful, calm feeling cemeteries. Nothing, as I say, untoward, negative, nasty, scary. But it is up that corner. There is something that doesn't want to be disturbed, so we won't walk up there. And we do have people following us around at some. They're going to think I'm nuts. Oh well, nothing new there. Now here we're coming out of the old part of the cemetery, and I will show you the new part, but I won't really do much in the way of filming there. Obviously ditch all the way around, because Norfolk, we have ditches around everything here. Not quite moats, but you know, when stuff floods. So here is the new part of the cemetery, because this one got full. As Attleborough is a rapidly growing town. I'll aim the camera this way because we have people behind us again. I believe in the early 1800s it was about 1,300 people lived in Attleborough, and now it's near 30,000. Eek. So yeah, it's not a dinky little market town anymore. I mean, it's hasn't really got a market anymore. It's still fairly small, but there's a lot of houses being built. And so there's the older section of the new section, as it were. So they've expanded literally towards town. With the new buildings you can see in the distance there are, well, that's the high street. And from here, the traffic rumbles that you can hear are actually the A11, the main road from Norwich to London and Cambridge, and pretty much anywhere else south of here or west of here, because you don't go much further east. And this is the area of the graveyard that I've had the feeling in the past that I've not been welcome. So we should just see if we feel anything. It does feel rather calm and quiet down here. Okay, I don't mean to disturb you. If you wish to communicate, you're more than welcome. If you don't Fair enough, I'll leave you to it. There's like some oldie gravies. Some that are a little more tumble down than others. When there aren't any living relatives anymore, there's no one to pay for the upkeep, as it were, or to come and do the upkeep. Sad thing, but this is what happens. Well, some young child has left their stuffed animal in the bush, or it's just been stuck there randomly. Anyway, I'm kind of running out of things to waffle about. It's a very calm and serene place. So if I do the zoomy, yeah, that right there, that's the A11. And they built it up on a hill to keep the sound down around it, and plus it runs across a water meadow, which is what is down that hill. Well, let's go back to the Chapel of Rest, because it's the way out after all. Well, the easiest way out for me leads straight to the road home. It's about a 5-minute walk is all. Yes. And now the wind has picked up again. We were nice and calm down that corner. So I hope the wind isn't ruining this any more than I do. With my hot air and wind and waffling. As I say, we've got lots of old sandstone, granite, bit of marble. As I say, mostly sandstone and concrete. I think these have recently been re-uprightified, or early 1920s, 1900s. The ubiquitous fat pigeons. I'll just get another view. As I say, you can see grates over every window. Got a little spire on the top as well. So it is a very nice building. It's just a shame that people decided that the windows needed to be smashed, as they were beautiful stained glass. Do I point the camera in? Let's have a look, so we can see through to the other side and see the sun coming through the stained glass at least. What little sun there is today. It is a rather chilly kind of February afternoon. Overcast and breezy. As I say, yeah, it needs restoration, but funding is tight. It has been for quite a while. Especially in small towns, the local councils don't get that much. So I had to spend wisely. And here we are, back facing the exit again. After a good wander around, trying to avoid the bits where people's houses might be, so we don't point the camera in people's bedroom windows. You know, last thing you want is an accidental nude in a graveyard video. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. We shall turn around the camera. There we go. I hate getting this lined up. There we go. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed a bit of a waffle and a wander around a local town cemetery. As I say again, dating from the 1800s. And I shall hopefully do the church as well, which is the Blessed Virgin St Mary. But so, thank you very much for watching. Have fun. Peace out. We'll leave the other one. Bye bye.